Hey guys, so before I get to my pickups, I wanted to do two things first. First thing is I wanted to show you guys something. This is the Saints Row double pack, and any of you who have this game or as a friend has the game will already know this. But you know how some of you guys are saying that a lot of games, like the games from EA, they come with crappy manuals, that the 2-page or 4-page manuals that come with those games don't even count as manuals. Well, and I guess the best way for me to show you guys this is to do an unboxing, but this is already opened. So anyway, I bought this Saints Row double pack here, and I opened it, and guess what? Yup, no manual. In the back there is an ad for Saints Row the Third, but yeah, it says right here, download the Saints Row manual. So this literally does not come with a manual. But now I bought this Saints Row double pack for 20 bucks, and it comes with Saints Row and Saints Row 2, so it's like 10 bucks a game. And both these games did provide me with lots of hours of enjoyable gameplay, so it does make not having a manual a bit easier to swallow. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to thank Frostbitten24. He told me that when I start to play Medal of Honor, to just go ahead and put the difficulty to hard. And that's what I did. And I did find the hard difficulty in this game to be pretty easy. And I'm sure anyone who has been playing first-person shooters for a while will also find the hard difficulty in this game to be pretty easy. Sure, I died a couple of times, but that was mostly because I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. So, Frostbitten24, I really appreciate the heads up. Alright, so my last pickup video, I uploaded that shortly before Black Friday of 2011. And so I'll start off this pickup video with my pickups from Black Friday of 2011. And just like the Black Friday of the previous year, 2010, I didn't pick up that much stuff from Black Friday of 2011. In fact, I wanted to sleep in on that day, and I did end up sleeping in. But in the afternoon, I did go shopping with some friends and relatives. We were at a Best Buy, and I ended up picking up two games, $15 a piece, so both games cost $30 total. The first game is Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions for the PS3. Now, I don't think this is supposed to be a rare game, but for some reason this game was extremely hard to find in my area, so I was glad I was able to pick this up for $15. The next game is the Platinum Hits version of Final Fantasy XIII for the Xbox 360. Now, I do have this for the PS3, and I did beat it on the PS3, but I will play this version here. A while back, I told Tom 360 Degrees and Told Me Love that I did pick up a copy of Final Fantasy XIII for the Xbox 360, and it's this copy right here that I picked up on Black Friday. Speaking of Tom 360 Degrees, anyone who's watched his videos knows that he's collecting sealed copies of Final Fantasy XIII, so just watching his videos just made me want to go out and get my own copy of Final Fantasy XIII to keep sealed. So when I saw this PS3 version of Final Fantasy XIII at my local Kmart for $20, I decided to pick this up to keep sealed. Yeah, so despite telling people that I wasn't collecting sealed games anymore, thanks to Tom 360 Degrees, I ended up buying this. So, thanks a lot, bro! I'm just kidding. I'm just having a little fun with Tom 360 Degrees. He's a really nice guy. I'm really glad you're making videos again, bro. But just like I said in my video response for Balling Nick 1982, the majority of the games that I buy nowadays, I will buy them to open up and play. But I will pick up a game to keep sealed here and there. And in fact, I did pick up another game that I will show in this video that I wanted to keep sealed. And when I get to that game, you'll see what it is. But so you see all these Final Fantasy XIII games here, but these games weren't the only Final Fantasy XIII stuff that I bought. Back in, I think, the end of February, I had this $5 Toys R Us reward certificate that was about to expire, and so it was either go to Toys R Us and spend it or let it go to waste. So I decided to go to Toys R Us, and I was kind of afraid that I wouldn't be able to find anything that I wanted to get, but I looked around the store and I found something that was pretty cool. They had the hardcover Final Fantasy XIII Collector's Edition Strategy Guide on clearance for $10. Yes, this right here. The retail price of this is $34.99, but they put it on clearance for $10, and with my $5 reward certificate, I was able to pick this up for only $5. So I thought this was like one of the best things that I ever picked up for $5. Next, we have a couple of purchases from Amazon. I believe I got these two games back in January. Now, for Christmas, I got a couple of Amazon gift cards, so I decided to buy two games from Amazon. I believe both these two games got bad and mediocre reviews, but I think I will enjoy playing these two games. I got these two games because I wanted to get some more RPGs and I also wanted to get some more games from Xbox 360. So the first game that I got is Risen, and I believe I got this for $18. I think the sequel to this game is about to come out. The next game I got is the collector's edition of Two Worlds. Now, I was actually aiming for the standard edition of this game because I didn't know that there was a collector's edition, but once I saw that there was a collector's edition, and at the time it was only $2 more than the standard edition, so I went for the collector's edition. Now, this collector's edition, some of the bonus features it has include tabletop RPG book, bonus discs including the original soundtrack, and a world map. Alright, next up we have a couple of purchases from Best Buy. Now, back in January, I decided that I wanted to get a copy of Catherine for the PS3. Catherine had been out for a while, and I was afraid that the game would become harder and harder to find, and I wasn't sure if the game would ever get a price drop. So I headed to my local Best Buy, and I picked up a copy of Catherine for the PS3. And I paid the full $60 for this game. Like I said, I didn't know if this game would ever get a price drop. So a month and a half later, I went to a Walmart and I saw that they had this game and they dropped it to $40. And I'm like, damn it, I should have waited. Some more Best Buy purchases. We have Red Faction Armageddon. This is the sequel to Red Faction Guerrilla. I picked this up for when it was on sale for $20. I really enjoyed Red Faction Guerrilla, but I did hear that this game does play a bit different from Red Faction Guerrilla. Here we have Need for Speed: The Run. Now, I told myself that I wouldn't pick this game up until it dropped to about $20, and when this game was on sale at Best Buy for $20, I decided to pick it up. Now, this next game, just like TB46667, I hope I didn't mess up your name, bro, but just like him, I picked this game up when it was on sale at Best Buy. The week it was on sale for $30. But if you had a coupon from Best Buy's Gamer magazine, it would drop the price further. I think it dropped the price to, I believe, $15. And so when I went to the Best Buy, I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to find this with the novella, but I did end up finding one with the novella, and the game that I got, of course, is Final Fantasy XIII-2, and yes, it does come with the novella. This is the PS3 version. So yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to pick this up with the novella for a pretty good price. My last Best Buy purchase, and I picked this up the week that I got Final Fantasy XIII-2, but at a different Best Buy. Now, I have already shown you the first game in the series, and this is the second game in the series. I had wanted to get this game for a while, but now I know that there are some places online that have sold it for as low as $20, but I really wanted to get this game at my local stores. And for the longest time, I couldn't find a decent price on this game in my local stores. The cheapest that I found it in my local stores was for $40 at a Meijer. So when I saw this game at Best Buy for 50% off, I decided to get it. It is Two Worlds 2, and it is 50% off. Now, the regular price of this, the price tag on here says $59.99, but the regular price of this was $49.99, so I ended up paying $25 for this. So now we have a couple of pickups from Walmart, and back in January, I decided to go to a Walmart, and I picked up two games. First game I picked up is a game that I believe Ryan right now said is his favorite game of the current gen, and it's also one of my favorite games of all time. It is Fallout 3. This is Fallout 3, the Game of the Year edition for the Xbox 360. Now, I do have this for the PS3, and I did beat it on the PS3. However, the PS3 version of this game does suffer from technical issues. Basically, the further you get into the game, the bigger your save file gets, and the bigger your save file gets, the more likely you'll run into technical issues such as bad frame rates, choppy gameplay, and freezes. Now, like I said, I did end up beating this game on the PS3, but I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do. I didn't get to explore everywhere that I wanted to explore. In the last 20 hours or so of playing this game on the PS3, they were fun, but they were also stressful because I was playing the game and I was kind of like holding my breath, hoping that the game wouldn't freeze up. Now, on the PS3, this game did freeze up on me twice, and there were like 3 or 4 other times when it felt like the game wanted to freeze up, but it didn't. So supposedly the Xbox 360 version of this game has less technical issues. So I love this game so much that I decided to go and get this Game of the Year edition of Fallout 3 for the Xbox 360. Now, Big Daddy Darth did say that his copy of this game for the Xbox 360 did freeze up on him a couple of times. But anyway, the next time I play this game, I'll play this version here, and I'll try to do things that I didn't get a chance to do the first time around. I will do the side quests that I missed out on, and I'll also explore the areas that I didn't get a chance to explore the first time around. And since this is the Game of the Year edition, it does come with all 5 DLC packs. So this time I'll be able to play the DLC. So yeah, this was $20, and it comes with the game and all 5 DLC packs, so I thought that was a great value. The next game, which I also picked up at the same Walmart, is the Platinum Hits version of Dead Rising, and this is the game that I'm going to keep sealed. Dead Rising has become one of my favorite games of the current gen. In fact, it's in my top 3. So yeah, when I saw this at that Walmart for only $10, I decided to pick this up, and I'm going to keep this sealed. Yes, this is the Platinum Hits version, but I figure I'll start with the Platinum Hits version, and then later on I'll try to track down a sealed copy of the original non-Platinum Hits version of this game, and if it's not too expensive, then I'll pick it up. And my next purchases are from different Walmarts. So also for $10, I picked up a copy of Blue Dragon. And for $20, I picked up Mafia II. Now this is, as you can tell, this is the greatest hits version, but it does come with the DLC. So I wanted to get this version anyways. And my last Walmart pickup is Kingdom Hearts Recoded for DS. Now, I had kind of forgotten that this game had come out, but I am a pretty big fan of the Kingdom Hearts series, so when I saw this for $20 at Walmart, I knew I had to pick it up, and I'm looking forward to playing this game. Alright, so next we have some purchases from one of my favorite stores, Kmart. I mean, what would a Jodeci Mudvayne pickups video be without any pickups from Kmart? But the first game I picked up, and I picked this game up back in January when it was on sale for $20, and that game is the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus collection for the PS3. Now, I missed out on playing both these 2 games on the PS2, so I'm looking forward to playing these 2 games on the PS3. And this next game, I picked all these games up at different Kmarts, but next game is Yakuza 4, picked it up for $20. The Yakuza games that I have now are Yakuza 1, 3, and 4. The Yakuza games that I don't have are Yakuza 2 and Yakuza Dead Souls. Next we have Dungeon Siege 3, also picked it up for $20. It's from Square Enix. I don't know very much about this game, but for $20 I figured I'd give it a shot. And here we have Dragon Age 2 on clearance for $17.99. I have heard some gamers say some negative things about this game, but I believe this game did get positive reviews across the board, even though the reviews weren't as good as the first game. But when I start to play this game, I'll make up my own decision about it. Now this next game, I'm not even going to say the name of this next game, because if I do start to say the name of this game, I believe I'll start coughing. But you guys can clearly see the name of this game. I picked this up for $14.99, and from what I read, I heard this game was a pretty fun spaceship shooter with a heavy anime influence. And here we have Dead Space 2 for the PS3. Picked it up for $20. It also comes with Dead Space Extraction, which was originally a Wii game, and this is a port of the Wii game. I don't believe there was a version of Dead Space Extraction made for the Xbox 360. Next game is 99 Nights for the Xbox 360, picked up for $12.99. This is another game I don't know very much about. I believe this is a hack and slash game though. And the final game, this is actually a game I got from Sears, but this is a game I've been looking for a while. I hadn't been able to find a decent price on it, but when I saw this at Sears, it was reduced down to $24.97, and the game is Transformers War for Cybertron. Yeah, reduced down to $24.97. And I heard that this was one of the better Transformer games released in the last couple years. I heard people say that this is better than both Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon. So I'm really looking forward to playing this game. So these next 3 purchases are also from Kmart, but they weren't purchased by me. They were purchased by my cousin for me. unfortunately, in her area, there was a Kmart that was closing down, and so shortly before it closed down, my cousin went there, and she called me from the store and asked me if there were any games that I wanted to get from there. Now, this Kmart had put their games on clearance, and they were like 50% off the regular prices. So basically what she did is my cousin went through the entire video game section while talking to me on the phone, and I ended up telling her to pick up 3 games for me. Remember, these games are 50% off. So the first game that she got me for $17 is Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2 for the Nintendo DS. Now, I do have the first game on the DS, but I played it, but I didn't beat the first game, so I got to go back and play and beat the first game. The next game she got me for $20 is the Tomb Raider trilogy, and this has Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Tomb Raider Underworld. Now, Tomb Raider Underworld was previously released on the PS3 as a standalone game, but I don't think that these 2 games were released prior to on the PS3 prior to this collection coming out. The third game for $15 that she got me is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Now, I do have the first 2 Assassin's Creed games, and the only 2 Assassin's Creed games that I need to get are Revelations and the upcoming Assassin's Creed 3. Alright, so my last 2 gaming pickups that I'll show you guys in this video are from GameStop. Ooh, the horror, the horror! Well, actually, I did have a very nice and very pleasant experience going to this GameStop, but anyway, back in like the end of February, one of my friends told me that GameStop had lowered their prices on a couple of RPGs for the PS3, more specifically a couple of RPGs from NIS. So there was one particular RPG that I was looking for, and so I went to the GameStop, and I would only get this game if they had like a new and sealed copy of this game. If their copy was already opened, then I would just leave the store. But they did have a sealed copy of this game, and I did manage to get it, and I did tell Tom360 Degrees that I managed to pick this game up. I'm not going to say the name of this game because apparently I've been saying the name of this game incorrectly, but you guys can see what it is, and I got this game here. This was $30, and there was like a premium box version of this, which is $40. And the GameStop employee guy said that they might have a premium box of this available, but it was probably already opened. So I told the guy if the premium box was already opened, then I wouldn't be interested in it. So I ended up getting this. But for $30, I thought that was a good price for this, a pretty good price for this. Anyway, the GameStop guy was really nice, and I was having such a pleasant experience there that I decided to pick up a second game, another game from NIS, and that game is Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II. Now, this was $50. Now, I was interested in getting the premium box version of this, but it's exclusive to the NIS website store, and unfortunately, I was just way too slow in trying to acquire one, and it's been sold out, so I ended up getting this one. But like I said, the store employee guy was just so nice. In fact, he didn't do things that a lot of GameStop employees had done in the past. Like he didn't try to get me to buy any magazines or buy any game strategy guides. He didn't try to sign me up for any game magazine subscriptions. And the most surprising thing of all, he didn't even mention the GameStop Power Up Rewards program. He didn't mention that at all. No mention of it. So yeah, it's like this GameStop employee guy broke every GameStop store employee policy in the book. But it was because he didn't do all that stuff that I mentioned. That was what made this shopping experience at GameStop so pleasant. But anyway, yeah, so these are my pickups. Thanks so much for checking out this video, guys. Have a good one.